Hi, happy Sabbath, everyone, and welcome. Today is a blessed day, and as I can see nature all around me, and it reminds me of the perfect world that God has created. Yes, He made us perfect, but sin came in the world, and that perfection was lost. Because of sin, today we have diseases, and that's why I'm here. Now, our focus today is on your thyroid. Everyone has a thyroid. What is thyroid? Your thyroid is that small organ that is situated in the front of your neck. It is shaped like a butterfly and it sits over your Adam apple. It has many functions and it is extremely important and critical that this tiny organ must function properly. Now, did you know that over 20 million people here in the United States suffer from some form of thyroid issue? Yes, 20 million people. And 6 to 8 times more women suffer from thyroid problems than men. And 60% of that 20 million don't even know they have it until a doctor discovers it. Now, I'm here to remind you today of signs and symptoms of thyroid and what you need to look for. Now, there say 6 main categories of thyroid. And under you have hyperthyroidism, which covers also Graves' disease. That's the disease that causes your eyes to bulge out. But having hyperthyroidism doesn't necessarily mean your eyes are going to bulge or it will lead to that state. Then there's hypothyroidism, which covers goiter. Goiter is when you see that big bulge at your neck. Again, it doesn't mean you're going to go on to have the bulge. Most people don't, but it's a part of it. Then you have, there is cancer of the thyroid, and there is nodular cancers. Nodular of the thyroid glands, most often it's not much, because oftentimes this nodule it's benign, meaning it's non-cancerous. Because it's non-cancerous, it is more easy to take care of, but it does cause some issue until it is either removed or radiation is used to shrink. Now, cancer of the thyroid, if one should say there is a good cancer, there's no good cancer. All cancers are bad. But if there should be one that is less harmful, it would be cancer of the thyroid. That, once it's removed and radiation is used, oftentimes, that's the end of that. Once in a while, a small percentage do grow back. Now, I want to hasten to tell you, cancer of the thyroid can be detected very easily if you are home and you find suddenly you have voice changes. Not for a day, not for a week, but for going on months, your voice is getting hoarse and raspy, or you may feel a lump at your throat, or it may be you have difficulty swallowing. These are definitely signs you must have your thyroid checked. Now, let's move on. Signs and symptoms of thyroid. Well, there are a specific set for hypo and for hyper. But for your benefit, I am just going to go through the list and you will pay attention to these things. 1, you can become irritable, very irritable, and losing muscle strength, feeling muscle weakness. You can also gain a lot of weight or you can lose a lot of weight. You can feel your heart speeding up, racing. We call it palpitation, but it's actually racing. You are having your normal meal, but then you're putting on weight, you're growing fat, or you're growing very skinny. These are signs. Your hair is becoming very coarse or thinning, or you have alopecia, meaning you have lost all your hair or most of it is falling out. These are some of the signs and symptoms of thyroidism. Now, going back to, you will ask foods. There are many foods that are rich in the enzymes that is produced by the thyroid, and that is iodine. Iodine is used, the thyroid functions on iodine and use that to control many of our body functions and systems directly or indirectly. The chief purpose of the thyroid glands is to deal with metabolism, and metabolism is how our body uses food, how we burn food and uses it, and that's thyroid's chief function. Then it does help in the development of brain and also in muscles, strength, and bones. So if your thyroid is not functioning properly, it will eventually affect the uptake of vitamin D, which is a hormone also in itself, and that in terms will cause bone issues. It can also, even though it does not directly responsible for insulin, if you're having the problem, thyroid problem, it can affect the way you utilize this insulin, and that also creates problem. Women having children, for instance, thyroid also causes women to have excessive period or very minimal period. All of this affect estrogen and testosterone for men. So you see, there are a lot of functions that comes on the thyroid, that why the thyroid must function and must be in good condition. Now, there are foods such as dairy. If you're meat eater, then a turkey breast. There is fiber. There is grains. Grains also carry iodine. Grains, yogurt. These are some of the foods. Dry prunes. These are some of the foods that are rich in iodine.